to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Got room to work. Gets it past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He's got the back in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Touchdown, Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the cut.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Roberts. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Powers forward. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give out of the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Catch in the middle. It's Kamara. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. off the play fake. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State!
A really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, go break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Penn State 28, Minnesota 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, pass. Bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Southern Miss. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Kinsey. Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Let's go. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example.
Back's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Penn State 35, Minnesota 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Silver. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29 Philly. 2.
They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Silver. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the air. It's Kinsey. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
To the ground with the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Donald. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in 2-hand touch?
No. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Southern Miss. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Finding open areas. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Gregory. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Grab behind the line. It's Gregory. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Gregory. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Power football with the run. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down.
Here we go.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Double.
Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Not a chance. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Breaks away on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go. Right. Double. Here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Penn State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.